And right now, we have McLaren sitting in the lead, Max Verstappen in third. Maybe this is a top opportunity where Max Verstappen will finish maybe in the top three, maybe not on pole position. I don't think on pole position, but we'll see where he's actually going to finish up. But right now, he's third. It's still early, still Q1. Lewis Hamilton was concerned about maybe not even making it out of Q1, honestly, is where Lewis Hamilton was momentarily from just what the team was able to do or how the car felt. But we've known all season that Lewis Hamilton really hasn't been confident in this car. And that's been going on not only just this season, but since they've introduced this W13, 14, and now the 15 seems to be a little bit better as far as temperament and control. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes for Lewis Hamilton today. We'll see how it goes for Russell. Russell, doing what he does best, putting that car in the wall. I mean, I don't want to say doing what he does best. Let me not say that. Not doing what he does best, but Russell did it again, which gives me a little bit of pause for what may happen in the Grand Prix. As we saw Mechanic Mercedes, what's up, brother? Peace. As we saw Russell last time, put it in the gap. All right, he put it in the gap, put it in the wall, took a bit too much curb, damaged his car, uncontrollable, and goes in. DG Big Blue Navy, hoorah. So right now, we'll see how this thing is going to go. We got 6 minutes left right here in Q1. Right now, Mercedes is not looking good, looking like they could kind of squeeze their way into a crack of Q2. But 11 and 13th is not necessarily want to see. It's almost like Mercedes is starting to go backwards. That's what I'm seeing. It's almost like they're starting to go backwards, in my opinion. If this is kind of laying softly into the qualifying sessions, it's a bit too soft. And I have to be completely honest, I'm a little bit tired of seeing Mercedes there because it seems like so much hype behind just a little bit of improvement. And then as that improvement shows up, it's really not that much. And the next thing you know, they're taking a back step. At about this time, all cars are going to enter the pits. They're going to go ahead and try to make these changes, adaptations. If you haven't seen already, we've talked about earlier the whole situation with Ben Salim doing and saying some very shenanigan type things. I am going to be talking a bit more about that as we saw Max Verstappen received a penalty for profanity. And that penalty, like we always say, falls true to thumb. So we will be talking about that as well. But right now, we want to see where these drivers are going to start for tomorrow. Now, I'm going to let you know, I got a very busy schedule today. My schedule is crazy busy. So after the qualifying, I will have to get up off of here and run to load up the cart and then get to the track because today is the open house day. So I'm hoping to have more than a few kids come out to the track today to try out kart racing. And the baby will be offering up her cart for those kids to get out on kart track, try a few laps. So we're trying to get some kids into the sport. So yeah, as it sits right now, Pia is up first. Charles is second. Charles looking pretty strong. So we'll see how that goes out of Azerbaijan. So we'll see if maybe Ferrari can duplicate that performance here at Singapore? That's what I would like to know. Is that something that they can legitimately make happen? If they can make that happen, that'd be awesome for Ferrari. If Ferrari does it this time around, I'm literally going to say the Ferrari is on track to make things happen. Big shout out, Mechanic first. He's got the top set. DG Big Blue Navy's a second. And Dave Quattro is third on the podium for entering the live chat. But yeah, if Ferrari can actually make it into this race, I would like to see if Charles can qualify on pole. Can he convert pole into a race win? Can they get two Ferraris in the points? If possible, that'd be great. I'm also on the lookout for Albon, as I was just about to talk about Williams, and Albon goes first up there. I don't know how long that's going to stay, but while it's up there, I'm celebrating. Williams is looking pretty good. We still need to see a bit more before we say that it's here to stay, but Albon's performance is here to stay. But having Colapinto add to that, Williams in double points last Grand Prix, I think that's an awesome look for them. Now we need to see a bit more consistency from them doing that. And I think that's promising from a team that we've seen at the dumps for some time now. And now we got two papaya cars up in first and second, Norris leading the two, Albon in third, Verstappen in fifth. Now we already know Verstappen can lay down a hot lap, so we're going to see what happens with that. As of late, those hot laps have not stuck. I think the last qualifying session that we had for Azerbaijan was the longest we've seen one stick in a while. Again, off podium. Will he be off podium here? But the most important thing is, will Lando Norris win a race with Max Verstappen off podium to continue to close that gap? The window's closing. I believe this is race 19, okay? So that means we literally have 5 more events where Lando Norris needs to he needs to win these races and Max Verstappen be off podium. But it's looking pretty good right now. And I will say this, Lando Norris likely put his foot in his mouth. DG Big Blue says, if Ferrari take pole, are we saying they are back? No, I'm not saying that, brother. I would need Ferrari to win the race or come in top 3 for me to say this is real. That's what I would need from Ferrari. I would need Ferrari to be at least in the top 3 for qualifying and at least be on podium. I'm not even saying they got to win it, but to be on podium for this race. And I'm going to say Ferrari have now made a change in the right direction and are moving consistently in that direction. That's what I would need. Pole position won't make me say that, because pole position, we saw Charles get pole position and he couldn't even convert it into a race win. 4 times at Azerbaijan has Charles Leclerc got pole position, and 4 times over has he not won that race. So, no, I'm not saying that they're back just off pole position. I need to see them at the end of tomorrow's Grand Prix be on one of those steps, 1, 2, or 3, and then I'll say Ferrari has realized. I'm going to go ahead and give them just do credit for sure then. That's what I would say. Roger that. So right now, Hamilton popping up to third, Perez over to fourth, and Max Verstappen is now getting gapped. He is in eighth, but I don't think he's going to stay there. We're going to see where he finishes up. Is he able to go ahead and bring that position up? And there goes Max Verstappen up to second. Not able to topple Lando Norris, though, which is what we were used to seeing typically, especially out of last season and going into this season. Max Verstappen, pole position. Now, Max Verstappen can't even find a strip club. Max Verstappen can't find a strip club that'll hire him. He can't find a strip club that'll hire him because he can't stay on the pole. You can't hire a stripper that can't do work on the pole. And as of late, Max Verstappen ain't been working that pole. He ain't been there. He ain't been able to swing a pole position like he used to. So yeah, he's a destitute. He's a stripper that has been laid off, jobless. A jobless stripper. Can't do nothing on the pole. That's how it goes. So right it is right now, 3 seconds left. As you see right now, the drivers that are in jeopardy of not making it until it's official, we have Gasly. We have the entire Kick Sauber F1 team. We got Colapinto. And who else do we have? Lance Stroll, unless he finishes this up and actually goes somewhere. No surprise there. No surprise, the nepotism baby, unable to perform in and out. The only driver right now on the grid who can do subpar work and still keep his job because his dad owns the team. When we got Alonso up there in 7th and you got Lance Stroll, ooh, damn, Russell is pissed. Russell is panicking. We know he get emotional. Because he looking at it like, damn, I just almost got cut. Russell just panicking because he almost got cut. As you see, just barely, not barely, he made it out confidently out of Q1 into Q2. But if he keeps that time, he knows that he's not making it into Q3. He knows that he's going to be out of there. And while we were talking about Ferrari, if they do what they're still doing, they won't make it into Q3. They'll be out in Q2. There it is, Sainz going over to 6. Let's see what Charles is going to finish up. Right now, Verstappen into a papaya sandwich right in the middle. I don't think that's a position Verstappen wants to be in. Piastri behind you right now is dangerous. Piastri has proved that if he's behind you, it's dangerous, bro. So yeah, he's proved that. That's not necessarily a good position for Verstappen to be in. There it goes. Yuki Tsuki coming in 10th. Daniel Rick is out of there. Stroll is out of there. Gasly is out of there. Kick Sauber F1 kicking to the curb is out of there. Well. Daniel Rick consistently on typical average being outperformed by Yuki. We had a few moments in there, a few events in there where Daniel Rick seemed like, you know what, maybe he might buck up and prove to be the elder statesman and the VIP senior and do what he's supposed to do. But no, he's falling back to his necessary mean. And that's where he is. Daniel Rick is that. Daniel Rick is not making it into a Red Bull racing seat ever again. It is over for him. Suki coming in 10th right there. I'm happy and proud for him. Colapinto going over to 9th, though, to be in the top 10, looking if things can stay good and Williams can keep improving through these qualifying sessions, maybe Williams, just maybe Williams, will go ahead and get another double points race. Just maybe. I'm keeping that hope alive. I'm keeping that hope alive. So listen, right now, while we are in Q1 intermission going into Q2, we are going to bring up the question. Do not forget, this is where you have the opportunity to win money from the Wolfpack, okay? I'm going to put the question in the sense of a poll. You have to answer with a super chat. Doesn't matter the amount. You have to answer with a super chat. If you get the answer right, you will gain a point. The first person to get 3 points will be the winner. So here is the first question coming up right now. All right, here you go. Bow. First question is up. Let me know. Actually, that is not correct. Don't. I'm ending that. Don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that. That is actually wrong. All right, here we go right here. Here's the question right here. Official question right here. All right, here y'all go. Bow. It is up. First person to answer with a super chat gets a point. I will keep track of those points. Whoever gets the 3 first will get a $25 visit gift card if you are in the States. If you are outside of the States, you will get a Wolfpack Performance hat sent your way. Let's go. See if anybody knows the answer. All right, so there's the question is in the poll. Question is in the poll right now. You see it. I will not read it because sometimes people get information faster than others. But if you give the right answer in the super chat, Max Verstappen is frazzled since he is not dominating anymore. He is completely frazzled. Brother is finding other ways to enjoy himself in Formula One right now because shit ain't going so great for him right now. But he's second right now. So maybe you never know. Maybe things improve. All right, you see the question right there. Anybody want to answer to take the point to get a $25 Visa gift card? And if you're outside of the States, you will get a Wolfpack Performance hat valued at just above that or more. Plus, don't forget shipping because I pay shipping. You do not. I pay shipping on all the prizes sent out. You do not. If nobody answers, then we don't have to play the game. We don't have to pay kickback quality. Trivia. We will be done. You have to answer in the form of a super chat to get points. Right now, you see the danger zone, the drop-off zone has been reset. If it were to be as it is right now, if it's your first time joining us for a quali and you're not familiar with what's happening on this board, everybody in red is not going to make it if they stay there. And so right now, it would be Hulk, that would be Leclerc, that would be Russell, that would be Mag, that would be Ocon. Okay, so if they continue to stay in that area through Q2, they will not make it to Q3. Remember, you have to answer in the form of a super chat to get the point for kickback quality trivia. Nobody's answered it yet. I will leave it up there until somebody does, and then we will keep going. Ooh, man, they looking at these times. We got to see where Hamilton's going to end up. Right now, he's 4th. We got to see if Mercedes is going to be able to push forward and maybe get him up to the top 3. I think 4th is not a bad place to start. I think Hamilton's racecraft it's almost contradictory for me to say this, to say much improved, because it's not really much improved. To a Zitro Garage, big shout out. Okay, now next time, Zitro, you need to do your super chat with the answer, but you did your super chat. You will get points for that, brother, so I will put you down, and that will be 1 point your way. Let's get to the next question. Big shout out, Zitro F1 gets that one. Zitro Garage gets that one. We're going to have the next question coming up now. It was Mika Häkkinen. So congratulations on that. Next one coming up. Here's another one coming up right now. Here's another one coming up right now. Starting the poll. Here it goes right here. Bow. Next question is up right now in the poll. So next time, do your super chat. Put your answer in the super chat. If you have to do it like that, that's fine. But put your answer in the super chat and then send it with your answer. There it is right there. Next question is up for Kickback Quality Trivia. Right now, Zitro has 1 point. If he gets to 3 before anybody else types in, he'll have a clean sweep. Clean sweep. All right, Ferrari's heading back out. We're going to continue this through the qualifying sessions. Right now, as you see it, don't forget about the things Ben Salem has said about rappers and Formula One not being like them. Is Max just cussed again. You don't have to be a rapper to cuss. So why he would use rappers as a negative comp is because we see how he's going to think about not only the culture, but the majority of the people in that culture. So Ben, many times, showing his true colors, and right now it should be outraged. Let's go. So question is up. First person to answer with a super chat gets it. Zitro has 1 point. Nobody else has a point yet. Zitro has 1 point. If you're trying to steal that, you need to answer with a super chat. All right, here we go. Lando, Perez, Verstappen, Sainz, Albon, Colapinto, pretty much +1 outside of the top 5. We'll see who is going to lead in Q2 because this is going to be important. They're starting to dial in a bit more, get a bit more closer, push a bit more harder. We're going to see fuels lightening up going into Q3. Who's going to be the big dog out of that? Right now, we got a McLaren lined up, ready to go as well. We'll see how that's going to go. Let's go. Let's go. Remember, to get the point for it, you have to answer with a super chat. Perez laying out one right there. Perez laying out one. Ferrari getting ready to head out there. Alonso is solo by himself. He is not there. If Mercedes stay where they are, they will not be in Q3. I can tell you that right now. Next answer. Next question is up for Kickback Quality Trivia. Wait for that. Ooh, Albon, but we can't get too excited right now. You know, Albon third, can't get too excited right now. Trying to find some slip, trying to find some power pills out here as they're going to do the qualifying session. I'm hoping this gets exciting as we get into Q3. Colapinto and Albon just make this all mixed up and nice with Williams in and a pot of a mid-team, more so in points. I think Williams is really feeling positive about their next season. Question is up. The question is up. Nobody's taking the point. Ferrari gang in the house, man. Ferrari gang is in the house, but Ferrari is not as dominant as I thought they would be coming out of free practice sessions, Racer X210. I'm trying to see what they're going to do right here. We're looking at them possibly being not making it into Q3, brother. There it is. Lando Norris popping to the top of the charts once again. Let's see what the rest of the team, let's see what the rest of the drivers do. Perez at the top of the charts. Perez getting totally demolished and demoralized as he was having a very good Baku GP, and Carlos screwed it up for him, just crashed them both out. There's Sainz, Carlos Sainz, as we were just talking about here before. Max Verstappen laying down a hot lap, going up to first. How long will he stay there? We don't know. As of late, it hasn't been a long time. Michael Schumacher, Zitro with the second point. One more point, Zitro, and you will indeed win Kickback Quality Trivia. If you are out of the United States, you will get a Wolfpack hat. If you are in the States, you will get a $25 Visa gift card. Zitro taking down that next point. All right, woo, that was pretty close. All right, the next question is coming up right now. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. I like this. Let's see if Zitro's going to clean sweep it. Let's see. What question will I put in here? We could take those questions out because we've already gotten them. So let me erase those questions. Good job, Zitro. Bringing it in. Let me see if I can find a different one. Bring it in. Let's see. Ooh, that might be one right there. I don't know. Let me find something else. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good question too. Ooh, this one might be a tricky one. This one might be a tricky one. Hopefully, I got it posed right. This one might be a tricky one, Zitro. We're gonna see what you got. This one might be a tricky one. All right, here we go, chat. Here we go. Ah, it's too many. It's too long. So let me see if I can cut it down. All right, I'm finna try to cut some of these characters out. All right, here we go. Oof, this one might stump some people. All right, next question is up in the poll. This one might stump some question. We're going to see how much you know and how much you can find. Remember, you can look this stuff up. Remember, you can go about and try to find different things on the internet. Ooh, Albon is not happy. Albon is not happy. Albon not happy. Yo, so they might want to pay attention to these tires that these drivers are getting and not offering up grip. Woo! Verstappen hitting the wall. You never know what that can do to a driveline components. You never know what that can do to a gearbox when you hit the wall like that. Next one is up. Super Chat is up. Zitro is 2-0. Might be a clean sweep by Zitro. This question right here might stump him. You're going to have to do some research on this one, try to find this one out. Norris is at the top. Leclerc is at the second, and he is now in between two Papaya cars. I don't think that's what Charles wants to be. Piastri behind you is a dangerous environment. Piastri is a driver. He got ice veins, y'all. Piastri got ice veins. He's very calm. He's like Iceman. He's ice. I hate to say Iceman. Just go. Mary Beanie still in the point. That is correct. Mary Beanie getting on the board for 1 point. It is now Zitro 2, Mary Beanie 1. Oh my gosh. I figured if anybody would probably take that, Mary Beanie would, and she does. All right, here we go. We got another one coming up. Let's get this in. Oh, nice job there, Mary Beanie. All right. Let's see. Damn, let me put another one up. Let's just go easy peasy so we can see who will get this. Damn, good job, Mary Beanie, getting in there for that point. Let's see. Let me see if I can put another question right there. Right now, Hamilton at the top of the boards. Let's go, Ham. 129. Cracking into the 129s in the Mercedes. Russell in third and Lando in second. Oh my gosh, mister, you had the fastest car, but now you do. Let's see. All right, yeah, this one right here. This gonna be who can get it first. This is gonna be one of those questions like who can get it first. All right, here y'all go. This could be the tiebreaker, or this could be an easy, clean win, not a clean sweep, because Mary Beanie stopped the clean sweep. All right, here we go right here. Wow, let's go. This is about who can answer first. Good job, Mary Beanie, taking that other one out. Mary Beanie 1, Zitro 2. Mary Beanie could tie it up with this one. She could tie it up with this one. Zitro has some competition out here now. Yo, Lewis Hamilton laying down to 129. Let's get it. Russell in third. Max Verstappen. Right now, 6 minutes is a lot of time. We still got a lot of time. But if it were to stop as it is right now, we're looking at Alonso, Albon, Colapinto, Ocon, and Verstappen being dropped off and won't make it into Q3. That could be very, very detrimental to Max Verstappen's race. Perez right now sitting in ninth as he is very accustomed to run. Let's go, Mary Beanie tying it up. That is correct. It is 1. Mary Beanie now has tied it up. Zitro 2, Mary Beanie 2. This is going to be a tiebreaker coming up, folks. Mary Beanie is in her bag. Let's go, Mary Beanie. Looking to get that Wolfpack hat. Let's get it. All right, here we go. Let's go, Mary Beanie. That was a good one. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Tiebreaker, Zitro 2, Mary Beanie 2, trying to see who's gonna win it out. Mary Beanie did get that one. Zitro falling off, hasn't seen him back since. Mary Beanie might have scared him off. Here's the next question. This is gonna be the tiebreaker, folks. Unless somebody else jumps in, then they steal that point. Then we got a 3-horse race. All right, here we go. Question is up. Tiebreaker question is up, or maybe a new entrance gets in. We're going to see who gets this. Let's go. All right, right now, Mercedes has found some type of pace and speed, found a setup that is going to work for them. We only have 4 minutes left in Q2. Hamilton leading the board, Lando behind, Russell third to cap off those top 3 positions. Right now, Max Verstappen is 15th, so he is going to go out on track and rail it. He's going to go out here and try to put this thing on a line to try to get out of trouble. If he doesn't, which he's got plenty of time to make it happen, 4 minutes completely, he will be out in Q2, which I don't see Max Verstappen going out in Q2. I just don't see it happening. But if it does happen, you know, weirder things have happened. But we will see. I'm pretty sure that he will not stay there. Let's go. Let's go. Do. Stepping. They are trying to take no chances. That is wrong. That is wrong, Mary Beanie. That is not correct. It is not Rosberg. That is not correct. Boo! It is Alonso. Zitro comes in with the steal. That was a good one. It is Fernando Alonso. As she calls him Mr. Salty. Zitro takes the win. That was a very close race. Congratulations, Zitro. Big shout out to you, Zitro. Listen, Zitro, you need to get with me on Instagram because I do not see that you are you a Wolfpack family member, Zitro? I don't think you're in the Wolfpack family member. So you need to get with me on Instagram or Twitter, and you need to message me on Instagram or Twitter. You need to send me your name, okay? Your name, your phone number for the shippers, your address completely as it needs to be listed on a shipping label, and your phone number for the shipper. Do not send that in the live chat. Do not send that information here. Send it to me direct, private message on Instagram or Twitter, and I will go ahead and getting you prepared to get it out. If you're in the States, you'll get a $25 gift card. If you're outside of the States, you'll get a Wolfpack Performance hat. Congratulations on winning Kickback Quality Trivia. Zitro coming in. That was a very close battle between Mary Bean and Zitro. Tied up into the end, but Zitro takes it. Congratulations. Remember, Zitro, hit me up. Instagram. Oh, big shout out, bro. Appreciate you, man. Working on that tag is coming along slowly, but you know, it's getting there. But it is quite a process, brother. Appreciate that, man. Hit me up on Instagram. I would imagine if you're keeping up with the builds, you probably are on Instagram. Message me on Instagram, all that information. I will get you your prize shipped out, whether that's the Visa gift card or the Wolfpack hat if you're outside of the country. Congratulations on that win, man. Nice battle between you and Mary Beanie. She is a historic F1 fan, so she knows a lot. So to come out with the edge and that says something for you, for sure. That's nice. All right, here it is, people. Right now, Verstappen at the top of the charts with a 129.6, going over Hamilton by almost 0.3 of a second. Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri need to return back to form if they want to start in good positions for this race. Right now, it's looking kind of crazy right now. Yeah, watch it. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Here it is right there. 1 minute left. Pia, 129.64. Oh, my gosh. 400ths of a second over Max Verstappen. And Max might not have that in his bag. He might not have it in his bag. We're going to see. He's in the pitch right now. I think that's going to be it for this session. He's going to finish second. Leclerc going up to third. We got a mixed, the constructors top 3, McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari. Hamilton still in 4th place. Not a bad position for him to start with, as I do believe his race craft and his in-race pace could be better. And we already know Hamilton is good for at least a car or two jump off the start. Max Verstappen's good for a hot lap, but we will see what happens. Piastri's good for pretty much everything as he's been doing his thing. But Pia, that's my dog, right now in jeopardy. Oh my gosh, Perez falls into the drop-off area. Woo! Colapinto and Albon looking like they may be out. It looks as far as they may go as Q2. To me, that's still an accomplishment for Williams. Dude, Yuki's falling back into the drop-off zone. Oh, man. Albon going into 10th, though. Let's go, Albon. I see you. Colapinto going up, but just not high enough. Alonso is in the Q3. Oh, Albon gets kicked out. Oh, my gosh. Albon gets kicked out. Williams will not make it. Oh, man. Perez does not make it. Mag does not make it. Ocon does not make it. There is your drop-off zone. Alpine, Red Bull, Haas, and Olive Williams does not make it out. Damn, man. Damn. Hey, Williams, good try. Good try, though. Alonso still showing that he's a far better opportunity for Aston Martin. And Lance Stroll proving why he should not be in Formula One anymore. But his dad owns the team, so Perez falling off. I thought Perez was going to do something better than that. What the hell is going on with Perez, man? Street circuit. After Baku, I figured that he definitely would be up there, but evidently not. Falling off, he gets eliminated. Team Williams gets eliminated. And K-Mag is out of there while Hulk is going to make it. I really think that House should have kept Ollie Berman in. They should have just let K-Mag sit back, let Ollie Berman go ahead and continue to do what he's going to do. And this is what Haas gets for not doing so. I think Ollie Berman likely, if Hulk made it in, I think Ollie Berman has shown us that he quite possibly could have done better than what K-Mag has done, or maybe even made it in there. Maybe they force Alonso out and have two Haas's going into Q3. But K-Mag is back, and they're going to start underperforming again because that's pretty much what he's been doing all season. But, hey, they want to let him finish out the season because he's going to be done. Then, you know, hey, I guess that's what Haas chooses to do, kind of like a ceremonious goodbye, farewell for K-Mag. Ollie Berman should have just let Ollie keep that seat. Let K-Mag, pay K-Mag to go out the door. And I mean, because he's not doing anything really for you. Why not try to turn the season around? But, you know, hey, it's Haas. They make the decisions. That's their team. Albon is not happy. Albon is not happy. He is frustrated right now. He is not happy. I don't think he's happy with the team's decision of the tires. I don't think and you know what? To be fair, this is not the first time that we've seen this from Albon. Albon has been frustrated numerous of times throughout this season about things that Williams has not done maybe appropriately or even at all. So definitely frustrated today. Last week left the blower inside of the induct, the air box. That I saw how that happened. Drove out. The man still had it in there, and because it's in a hook formation, couldn't get it out there in time before he left. Colapinto, Albon still, I think for Williams, probably could still get in the points tomorrow. Maybe they outdrive Yuki and Alonso, and you never know where Williams could be tomorrow. I think Colapinto getting close to that wall. That is absolutely beautiful. All right, so here it is right here going into Q3. We have the top 10 starting from top to bottom. As you see it, Pia, Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Sainz, Hulk, Ricky, Russell, Tsunoda, and Alonso. There we go. Now, Russell is a bit off the pace of Hamilton. We'll see if he picks it up in Q3. For some reason, Q3 seems to be as if it was the Bermuda Triangle. Hamilton does well, and then all of a sudden Q3 comes and falls off. I don't know what that is. Maybe the inconsistency in the car, maybe not being totally comfortable with the car, just driving the car how he's going to drive it, and some circuits are going to fit him, some setups will, some setups won't. We will completely see what's going to happen with Hamilton and Ferrari. Ferrari needs to finish up a good position here. They need to finish up a good position here, and they need to finish up on podium for the race. Are there going to be a lot of Ferrari fans that are largely concerned about what Ferrari will be able to accomplish even with the incoming of Lewis Hamilton. So we'll see what's going on. So it is. There's no more drop-off zone anymore. We got our top 10. Now we just need to see the packing order of this top 10 for the qualifying session. And Q3 is where you push all the chips to the center of the table. And right now, the clock is still zeroed out. Track wind is 4 kilometers due south. Track temps are 31.9. Air temps are 29.6. Humidity is at 78%. And there is no rain right now in the forecast. Once again, big shout out to Zitro for winning Kickback Quali Trivia. Zitro, congratulations to you, man. Awesome win. First time I think you are a winner of Quali Trivia, so just hats off to you. Congrats. Yo, where do y'all, you know what? Let me see who y'all think is going to get pole position. Let me poll that. Let's see who y'all got for pole position. We got to put McLaren in there, probably maybe 2 times over, but can't put Lewis. Maybe we got to put Verstappen in there. Got to put Leclerc in there. And honestly, I got to go ahead and put Norris in there. So it's a double papaya pole. But let me see who y'all got for pole position. Who you got for pole? Let's see what are y'all thinking right now. Pia. Lando Norris got 100% right now. %56% say Lando Norris. Damn, there's no vote for Verstappen. No vote. Leclerc 30%, Pia 20. So let me ask you all, why the big gap between Lando and Piastri? Why the big gap between them? Because I think that gap should be a bit closer. I actually would have more faith in Pia than I would Leclerc at this point in time. Not saying Leclerc can't do it, but I'm surprised that Leclerc is outperforming Pia there. I just seeing what Pia's done, seeing where the McLarens are. I'm surprised that maybe even a bit more faith in Lando, but we will see what happens. I'm not counting Lando out for sure. The papaya cars in there. Verstappen finally getting a vote. I think that's fair, especially when him being top 2 right now. I think at this point in time, if he was completely out of it, I need to see him 5th. But right now, being mixed in that top 3, I don't think you can count Max Verstappen out for that position at all. So right now, cars are going back out on track. The clock is running 11 minutes, 50 seconds. Right now, Pia getting out there. Hulk, Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Sainz, Russell, Tsunoda, and Alonso are our top 10 drivers trying to decide this Q3 packing order. So 53%, I'm locking you in. 53% of you all said Lando Norris. 20% Pia and Leclerc are tied. Verstappen coming in at the bottom at 6%. All right, let the good times roll. Let's see what we got popping up. See what we got popping up. They got some time to prove themselves. Let's see where they end up, chat. Right there, as you see in the traps, Alonso, Leclerc, Mag, and we got Lando right there running the top positions for the speed traps, which means something, but you can't take it for its full value, or you can't take it at a full value of trying to determine who is actually the fastest throughout the circuit. It's just right there at that time. Ferrari are waiting to go ahead and bring these cars out. I honestly believe maybe they don't even release until, we come up to over 10. Okay, here they go. They're coming out 10 something. And I think we're going to see a large amount of these cars return back to the track around the 5 or 6 minute mark. And then they might not even head back out until the 3 minute mark. So we'll see how they're going to play it. But right now, this is where everything's up. If whatever you have, whatever you can do, how strong, how hard your balls are to make the turns and to use as much track as possible, get as close to the wall without damaging the car. This is where it needs to happen. This is exactly where it needs to happen. Paul, big brother Paul says, let's go. Hammer time. Smash the like button and subscribe. Paul, what's going on, brother? I see you, Paul. I see you. Yeah, George Russell, toe that damn wing up. Toe that wing up. We got Kimi Antonelli sitting in the garage with his headsets on, coming in for Mercedes next season. How promising that will be, I am not sure. But we are under 10 minutes. And right now, it is game time. This is game time, folks. This could get very exciting in the closing minutes. I'm going to tell you that right now. This could get very exciting in the closing minutes. All right, let's go. Right now, top three, Pia, Verstappen, Hamilton. Ooh, a lot of purple and green sectors happening there. A lot of purple and green sectors popping up over there. Let's see what's going to pop and happen. Looks like Verstappen's going to have the better sector too. Lewis having the better sector 1. Max Verstappen is faster in sector 2. Oh, Hulkenberg at the top right now for a little cheap one. Hulkenberg at the top for a cheap one. That's not going to last. Pia going back to the top. Let's go, Pia. Let's go, Pia. Verstappen coming in, a few more segments to take care of. Bow, Verstappen to the top of the charts. We got Lando Norris coming in next. I don't think Sainz is going to make that much of a big improvement. Damn, Sainz is out of there. Oh, my gosh. Sainz killing it for Ferrari. Carlos Sainz bringing in the red flag with 8 minutes. Wow. Carlos, this is how you do. Carlos wrecking out Perez last race, wrecking this race. Karma's on a circle track, and he finds the barriers. Carlos Sainz making this session longer than it needs to be, wrecking up the rear end of that Ferrari, and he is out of there. 10th is as high as he's going to go. It is done. He doesn't even get the time in. I was just saying he was coming in. We got red flags, folks. We got red flags. Carlos Sainz, thank him. Red flags, red Ferrari in the barriers. Congratulations. You played yourself. You played yourself. Damn it, man. Holy moly. Thank you, Carlos Sainz, for making this longer than it had to be, brother. Well, I guess this brings me about to ask another poll question. Ooh. Damn. He tore that damn thing up. He tore that, that wing. If I would have wished that wing piece could have got a little higher, I'm grabbing that. If I can. I'm grabbing it, and I want you to autograph it. Paul saying that Ferrari toe up. Paul, I'm going to say it. Toe up. Toe truck. Toe Maynard truck up. He killed it. 83% stands, they still are high on Ferrari. I would like to see what Racer X210 thinks about that crash out by Ferrari and Carlos. Yee. Carlos walking, not on track, taking the safest route he can. He is done. he can call it in. Leclerc is going to be by himself in this top 10 packing order if he even gets up there. Will not have a teammate with him right away. Good thing that was a short walk back to the pit. Very short walk back for Carlos. Very short walk. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at that wheel. It's just cranked over. Carlos tore that car up. I gotta know. I need to look at his component allocations to see if this is a situation where he might even have to take a grid place drop because maybe a gearbox, maybe a component in the RC, that is going to be something to look into. I don't know what his allocations are right now and where he is on those allocations, but I'm going to look into that and see where Carlos will likely be starting, because if he does have to take something where he's exceeded his allocations for this season, we could see him drop well into 12th or 13th. And then that means that Albon would actually end up coming up into the top 10, putting a Williams in the top 10, not on merit, but on situation, but still a good place for Williams Racing to start off in points, at least at this race. Hopefully they can get this cleared up pretty fast. We're stopped at 8 minutes for this red flag situation. Pia sits at the top of the boards right now. Hulk sits in second and Max Verstappen sits in third. Not a very good representation of what might happen. If you look further down, you'll see that Lando Norris, maybe even Hamilton, may have been on better laps, getting ready to topple those times, but now they have to start over again. So we'll see what happens. Paul says, walking out the door like go big or go to Williams. Bro, you clowning. Paul is clowning right now. Oh my gosh. Paul, I got to give you Ferraris for that. Paul is clowning right now, bro. That was a good one, though. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one. All right, here it is, chat. We're going to be on hold, trying to see how long it's going to take them, because remember, the way that car hit, those barriers definitely are going to need some attention. So not only is it about getting the car off, getting the debris cleaned up, but it is also about getting those barriers back into operational form, just in case another driver goes off track at a similar or maybe even the same location. You need that protection, that absorbent to be there for that next driver. Oscar Piastri was on a woo. Oscar Piastri was on a rail. I believe that's Tech Pro right there, though. Verstappen, he's got green right there, but he lifted. He lifted. It doesn't look like it should be a penalty right there, because the light was green when Max Verstappen came across, and then when he saw red, he lifted. So I'm not sure his lap time should get deleted for that, because clearly on the board as he came around that turn, I saw green. So don't know if maybe he ignored the yellows, but I didn't see the yellows for Max on that board. So I don't know if he saw it prior to that, but you know, I'm going to say this, to be fair, coming around there, doing what he was doing, I can't blame him for not seeing it. And that board was green. And the moment he saw red, he lifted. I did hear the car lift. So it's a very murky situation right there. I wouldn't be totally against, rules are rules though. If it's yellow, double yellow, whatever the case is, maybe that lap time shouldn't count. But I would just say, I don't think it was Max Verstappen ignoring the indications at that point in time and purposely just staying in it. So it's up and down for me on that one. I can't fault him for that completely at all. I need to see on his steering wheel is if it was an indication on his wheel that the yellows were there. So I didn't see it. So I can't blame him for that. And it was very sudden how that red board popped up. And then he did lift immediately up on scene. I heard the car lift. So we'll see what happens. I don't even know if that lap time was going to be sufficient enough to do what he would have wanted it to do anyway. But we'll see what happens. Because right there in the sector one, right there in sector one, he definitely had the time. Yeah, Max Verstappen likely would have went to the top for that overall lap. It's possible he would have went to the top and did better than Pia right there and then. But I don't think it would have stuck. Honestly, it would have been momentarily for sure. But, we'll see what happens. We'll see what they decide. I'm not mad either way it goes. Carlos just, I don't know what the hell he was thinking right there. But people are disappointed in the garage. Ferrari mechanics are just head down, like, to keep it to myself. I don't want to get penalized for cursing. Sainz is out. Red flag conditions once again. Hoping they can get this cleaned up very expeditiously. It looks like they're getting the Tech Pro, everything pushed back into place. Looks like they're running the broom back across a little bit. So we probably should be going back in the next couple of minutes. I would say we should probably be going back in the next couple of minutes. We should probably see a green flag. Soon as we get off here, I have to literally run out, load up the cart, head to the track. It's going to be a very jam-packed day for me, even when I get back. It's nonstop. I've already been going since 4 a.m. Already been up running. Had to hurry up, get back here, get on with you all. So, yeah, it's going to be a busy day for me. Right now, I think they're going to try to break down what happened with Carlos. And Carlos is on a roll, isn't he? Carlos is on a roll. Like he's had some accidents back to back in 2 Grand Prix. Comes into this one, wrecks himself out, wrecked Perez out the last race. It just didn't stick. That car just didn't stick. He tried to control it, and he just, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I don't know how likely it would have been, but I think a driver like Hamilton, Verstappen, and Lando, from what I've seen, I think maybe it's possible they would have been able to save that car. I think it's possible they probably would have been able to save that. Maybe. But, hey, won't know until we know. I think we've seen Lewis do it a few times, save that car in a power drift or a power slide, and kind of manage to gather it back up. There it is. Gearbox is coming off. Matter of fact, while we're here, let me check and see. Let me check and see what his allocation is. Let me see what his allocations are. All right. Let's see. New RCUs. All right. Let's see. As of right now, Pierre Gasly was that one. RC Fishing. Where's that allocation parts? So that's still just. So we got Esteban, Albon, Williams. All right. So what about the used? Is what I'm trying to see. Okay. All right. Up until now. Here we go. Up until now. So let's take a look at this. All right. I got the list up. Let's take a look at this real quick. I'm going to bring this up for you all so we can take a look at this. All right, here it is right here. So Max Verstappen is going to lose that lap time, but here it is right here. Carlos Sainz in Ferrari sitting right here at 16. He is 4 right now. Gearbox Case Cassettes 4. That's Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz is 4. So I think at this point in time, he's going to end up taking a grid place penalty because this is what he's used up until now. So the only thing that he can do is to avoid the penalty is take an older gearbox because I think the allocation for RNCs is at 4. So I think he is outside of that allocation. So there it is right there. That right there is not going to be an awesome situation for them. I think he's pretty much, he's going to end up going over right now. And so that's going to be a done deal for Carlos Sainz as it sits. So he will, unless he takes an older one, he's going to take a grid place penalty. So we'll see what happens for Carlos going there. So here it is right now. Still, track is clear. 8 minutes is what we're going through. We are going to see how things are going to turn out right here. Max Verstappen was on a pretty good lap. They're going to be able to, you know what, about this situation, when this happens, they're already very in their mindset to push, push, push. Carlos wrecking out makes them reset. You got to go back in. Temperatures are dropping. Now we got to see what driver can come out of here and literally get back in that mindset and in that environment of performing and push it and make something really happen. It's like you get warmed up, you get ready to get down on the bench press, you get ready to push 315, and before you get off the rack, somebody says, hold up, you got to get off. Well, your mind's distracted now. You already kind of amped yourself up. Maybe doubt sets in, maybe not. So it's going to be very different for some of these drivers to hop back out here and just get back into that mind frame and see what they're going to allow, see what they're going to be able to make happen. Piastri is right now, Piastri is looking likely to take a pole position. I'm not too sure about Mercedes making something happen right now with this, but track is clear. We need this clock to start. Don't forget, they're still going to come back into the garage. Now, with it being 8 minutes, coming back into the garage at 4 minutes maybe, and then not going back out until the 2-minute mark is something that we might see teams do. But kind of changes things up right now. Paul says, and have to get it done in 8 minutes. Right, Paul, and that's what I'm saying. Now your back's up against the wall because essentially you're starting this qualifying session over, but without the large amount of time that you had in the beginning. So it's gonna be a situation. It's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge. Now let me say situation. It's gonna be a challenge. But we will see what they're able to do. We will see what they're able to do. Clock has started. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I think this is it. I do think this is it. I don't even think they're going to go out and come back in. They might wait. This is crazy. I don't know what some teams may be. They might actually not even come out the garage until 5 or 4 minutes. They might actually sit in the garage and just, hey, this is it. We're not even trying to go out and come back in. This is a done deal. This is a challenge. We're going to see how these teams are going to play it. Right now, we're about to fall into the 6-minute mark. All right, green light is open. Let's see what these teams are going to do. Are we about to see, because I don't even see the screens coming off the Ferrari for Charles. Heat blankets are still on. Nobody's down there like they're getting ready to take them off. We're looking right now at Lando Norris. He's still got cooling fans in. He's still got his drink right here on his wrist. Max Verstappen doesn't even have tires on his car. So I'm thinking that they're not going to even waste their time going out until, we probably won't see a car run out until after 5 minutes. Right now, they're bringing tires and wheels out right now for Max Verstappen, getting ready to boot these things on. Yo. Woo. This is like the OSQ. You know what I'm saying? It's like OSQ style. Even though it's not, because we already had two more. We already had 2 sessions, but this is like OSQ right here. I like it. This is where things get a little crazy. This is where things get a little brazy, crazy. Who got the things to make it happen? It's a lot of papaya out there in the audience. Ferrari already stands out. Ferrari fans with that red always stand out. Bono getting his promotion. Congratulations. Which also tells us he's not going with Lewis Hamilton, which I think a lot of people would have preferred happen. But why hold a man back if he can go up? Yeah, they're waiting. It's 5 minutes. We ain't even busted a grape yet. 5 minutes, we ain't even busted a grape. They're definitely waiting. Somebody's not. I don't think somebody's going to be happy at the end of this run if they come out too mixed. So it's going to be a little challenge right here. Sainz, I don't know why his car's lit up. They should just keep that all grayed out, honestly. Now, unlike Charles Leclerc, 4 times pole position at Baku, Max Verstappen's never been on pole position here, and I don't think he likely does well here. So that's something else to consider in real race pace when that actually does happen. Yeah, they're going to wait. It's 4 minutes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. We are literally sitting here waiting for a one-shot quality, a shootout right now. Ferrari is coming out. Ferrari is coming out, people. Ferrari's getting ready to exit the garage. Looks like McLaren is getting prepared to exit as well. Charles Leclerc can't find a friend if he comes out too early. He won't have any type of slip anywhere. Carlos is out of there. He's on his own. He's the last of the Mohican. Here we goes. McLaren's out. McLaren is out. Looks like McLaren's going to be the first car out, or did Ferrari beat him out of there? Who's first? Trying to see who's going out there first. Oh, my gosh. Paul says, OSQ grudge racing style. Let's go, Paul, for sure, bro. For sure, brother. This is going to be exciting. 3 minutes. There's no more time left. You better get out there so you can get a lap in, because you got to get around that track. Get these tires up as much as you can. Max Verstappen is still in the garage, trying to see what's going on with that. We got an Aston Martin right here going out. Ferrari is going out. Piastri's kind of sitting pretty right now with that time on the board that he has, though. Yo, Red Bull is going to wait. Let's go. Let's go. All right, and we're off. We're off. 2 minutes left on this clock. 2 minutes. Yo, Yuki being told if that car playing games, hey, overtake. Overtake. That is what he's saying. If that car plays games, overtake. Here we go. Here we go. All right, it's game time, folks. It's game time. Get your hats on, get your popcorn, put your glasses on so you can see it in 3D on your TV. Oscar Piastri's on one. Let's go. Pass cars. Hey, I don't know how this is going to turn out for Red Bull waiting that late, but we're going to see Oscar Piastri. Let's see what he's going to do. Pia on one. Lando Norris out there too, trying to get it in. What will Piastri do? Let's go. Hey, this is it too. This is it. This is a done deal. This is a done deal. Ooh, Hulk. Man, don't tell me. We better not see a Haas on pole position, bro. We might not see a Haas on pole position. It'd be crazy to see a Haas on pole position again. Be like their second time in their team history. K-Bag, I believe, got the first one. All right, so right there, Oscar Piastri still at the top. And he might actually have another opportunity. He might actually have another opportunity. Oh, Lando Norris. Woo! Papaya up. Where's Max Verstappen going to be? Let's go. Come on, come on. Lando Norris is up there, all the way up. I don't know if Pia had enough to get back through there. Papaya is up. Papaya is up, chat. Alonso up to fourth. Alonso's up to fourth. Come on, let's get it. Let's see where Max Verstappen is going to end up. Leclerc is up to fourth, pushing Alonso down. Leclerc's up to fourth, pushing Alonso down. No pole position for Charles. Hamilton up to second place. Let's go, Ham. Oh, let's go. Where's Max Verstappen going to go? Max Verstappen up to second, pushing Hamilton down. Lando Norris holds pole position. Russell is up to fourth. Hamilton in third. 2 Mercedes cars in the top 5. Yuki up to 8th. Leclerc is back down to 9th. How you feeling about Ferrari? Yo, one-shot quality. We should have it more often. Yo, Max Verstappen has got his work cut out for him. 2 Mercedes behind him. Lando Norris in front. Pia gonna be on the come up for sure. Yo, no pole position right there. Damn, Charles Leclerc is in 9th. He is out of there. Ferrari fumbling and falling down the order. There it is, chat. Your Ferrari drivers bringing up the rear of the top 10, 10th and 9th literally. Mercedes 3 and 4. Lando getting the pole. Pia not quite there. And Max Verstappen in second with Alonso holding it down for Aston Martin in 7th and Yuki Tsuki in the top 10, 8th. Ferrari is Ferrari, chat. Ferrari is Ferrari. There it goes right there. Your top 10 packing order. Lando Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell, Pia, Hulk, Alonso, Tsuki, Charles and Sainz not knowing what they're going to do with the drive line or the gearbox. So we'll have to see if they're going to take an old one or take a new one, which I think will put him outside of that. Albon, we could see a Williams slide up. Mechanic Mercedes says this will be a good race. I think so too, man. I think this will be a good race too. Well, chat, listen, I got to go load up a race car and drive out for the track. So peace and love. We will see you. If not later on today, we'll see you tomorrow. GP we got ahead of us could be a very good one. And that is our closing times. And we shall see what happens. So big shout out to y'all. Peace and love. There's your times. Lando grabbing pole position. Can he convert it into a race win? Will Max Verstappen stay in the top 3? Can Hamilton stay on podium, or can he do better than that in Singapore and maybe even win this race, giving Mercedes their 4th win of the season? We will see soon. Peace and love. Jay from Wolfpack is out.